the story of Angie Stone. And her breakthrough as a solo artist after 2 decades broke all the rules of how to make it to the top.
Sometimes it's beautiful to be in the back, because being in the back gets you some recognition too. Anything that comes from my pain or my joy is real, and you need to know it before you pass judgment on me. Because I think a lot of people have passed judgment that don't know the whole story.
Angie Stone grew up as Angela Brown, the only child of a working-class couple in Columbia, South Carolina.
My hometown is that the city part of the country. You're gonna find Southern hospitality. You're gonna find good food. People genuinely love, we genuinely live, we genuinely worship.
She stayed active. I think she played every sport almost. And when that was over, you know, she found something else to do. She just was a busy kid.
Well, the role that music played in my house was one from knee-high to a duck's tail. My dad was in a group, and every other weekend they would practice at our house. So I was really forced to sit there and listen. And in doing that is where I learned about the blues. It's where I learned my rhythm. It was where I knew my gift came from.
She would tell me that, you know, that she was going to be a singer at 6. And she could sing too, like a grown woman at 6.
Angie would get on every choir. She would get on the school choir, and then she sang on choir at church.
The first solo that I sang is called The Harvest is Plentiful.
The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few.
First Nazarene Baptist Church is the church, and we loved our church. We always had to be at the front, and we were always the loudest.
That was the power that sustained me. It is the power that sustains me today to hang on, to hold on, because God didn't bring me this far to leave me.
And as the first wave of hip-hop began rippling from New York in the late 70s, she enlisted 2 fellow cheerleaders, Cheryl Cook and Blondie Chisholm, to form a rap-flavored trio.
I was that one that was more the noise talker, because I talk about how bad I am. Cheryl was always just the sexy one. You know, she played off on the eyes. And Angie was always the funky one.
The name of the group came from the fact that we were always doing things in a sequence. And her birthday was in October, Cheryl's was in November, mine was in December.
We are A, B, and C. I'm 5'2", Angie's 5'3", Cheryl 5'4". We were like, let's call ourselves the sequence.
The sequence ended up forming because we were 3 girls that were ambitious, that wanted more, that we thought we had an outlet.
The sequence gained a local following at skating rinks and parties, and they began writing songs together, including one that borrowed from their cheerleading roots.
Now, there was a cheer that said, we're gonna blow you right on out. It's like, we're gonna blow you right on out. We're gonna blow you right on out. Say, get up, get up, get up, get up. Sit back down. Well, before you know it, we had this song.
We heard the Sugar Hill Gang was coming to Columbia, South Carolina, and we just knew that we had to get backstage to audition.
We had no money, didn't know how we were gonna get in. We had no tickets. But my energy was saying, y'all, we gotta make it to this show. Something good's gonna happen.
So you got me, Angie, and Cheryl standing out there with no money, and this guy comes out of nowhere, which we find out later that it was the Sugar Hill Gang road manager, Harold. God bless his soul, he passed away. And he approached Angie. He said he liked dark-skinned women. And he told Angie he can get her in backstage. And Angie said, if you get me in, you got to get my other 2 girls in. He said, all of you guys come on back. So, of course, as we got back, we started bragging about how we can rap, sing better than the Sugar Hill Gang, and how they had to hear us. And he was like, really?
Backstage that night, the trio found themselves face-to-face with Sugar Hill Records owner, Sylvia Robinson.
Sylvia came down, And she introduced herself, and she said, well, let me hear what you got. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
So we just started singing. We're gonna funk you right on up.
I said, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up,
Get up, sit back. She was like, stop.
So she just said, you know what? I'm going to make you girls stars.